Hey guys, my name is Scobie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to play PlayStation 1 games on your Android device. This is going to be a nice, quick and easy tutorial. I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do everything. On screen right now, you can see me playing some Crash Bandicoots. Let's jump right into this. So the first thing you need to do is open up your Play Store. And once your Play Store is opened up, we're going to be searching for and installing two apps. The first of these is going to be RetroArch. This is going to be the emulator we're going to be using to play PlayStation 1 games in today's video. This is 100% free. So the first thing you need to do is get this installed. Once this is installed, we're going to be backing out of here and we're going to be searching for and installing a second app. Our second app is also going to be free. What we're going to be doing is clicking search bar again. And we're going to be searching for an app called ZArchiver. Now ZArchiver is a great file management, compression and extraction tool. We're going to be using this to extract games a little bit later on. So the first thing you need to do is get both of these apps installed. Once both of them are installed, what we're going to be doing is opening up RetroArch. And if this is your first time opening the app up, you are going to have to allow it access to your phone storage, as we're going to be needing to locate the games a little bit later on. From this point, what we're going to be doing is clicking the load core option at the very top. And here you'll see a list of all downloaded cores if you have any. Otherwise, we're going to be scrolling down and we're going to be looking for the downloaded core option right here. But we're going to be scrolling all the way down to the bottom until we see Sony. And we're going to be looking for Sony PlayStation and then Beetle PSX. Now there is a couple of other Sony PlayStation cores, including PCSX Rearmed. And there's also Beetle PSX HW. In this case, I only really tested and used the Beetle PSX as it seemed to work just fine. But if you have issues with certain games, I would suggest trying one of the other two cores here as well, as one might give you more success than the other. But to install a core, simply click on it once. Some text will appear at the bottom to say downloading, and once the text disappears, your core should be installed and you're good to go. From this point, we can click back on the top left, then we can simply click load core, and then we just click on the core that we just downloaded, which is the Sony Beetle PSX core right here. Click this and then your core will be loaded. Now from this point, we're going to be backing out of here and we're going to be talking about games, and that's where we're going to be using ZArchiver. In this case, I've already loaded into my PlayStation 1 folder where I have my games downloaded. As you can see right here, I have Crash Bandicoot.7z. Now I will also mention I'm not going to be showing you in today's video where to download games, although games are really easy to find. A quick Google search will help you out here, and most likely your games are going to come in a .7-zip or a .rar format. In this case, my game is currently in a .7-zip file, and what we need to do is extract our game files out of this, as we need a .bin and a .q file. So in this case, to extract our game, we simply click on our game once with ZArchiver. We'll then have one of two options to do, which is extract here if you want to extract the game in its current location, or extract ... if you would like to extract it to a different location, and you can choose which one you would like to extract it to. In this case, I already have this folder specifically for PlayStation 1 games, so I'm simply going to click extract here and then just wait for my game to extract. Now depending on the size of the game and the phone you're actually using, this might take a couple seconds to a couple minutes, so you may have to be a little bit patient while this extracts. Once your file is extracted, you'll see you'll have a .bin and a .q file for your PlayStation games, and that's exactly what we need for RetroArch. So from this point, we're going to be backing out of here and we're going to be loading up RetroArch, and we're going to be talking about one other thing we need to do and download before we can actually play PlayStation 1 games. We are going to need what's called a PlayStation 1 BIOS, which is the system files for a PlayStation 1 to be able to play PS1 games on our Android device. In this case, we are going to need to link this BIOS file into RetroArch, so RetroArch is able to use and actually locate to this BIOS file. To see where we should be putting this BIOS file, what we're going to be doing is clicking on the cogwheel on the bottom right of RetroArch, and we're going to be scrolling down to the very bottom till we see directory. We're going to be clicking this open, and you'll see the very top option here is system/BIOS, and this is going to be where we're going to have to put our BIOS files. In this case, it's set by default to RetroArch/system, and that's where I'm going to be putting them in today's video. Although if you have changed it or you would like to change it, you can change it here and set whatever directory you would like, although I'm fine with the default in this case. So once you've checked where your BIOS files should be, we're ready to download them, and that's where we're going to be coming to any web browser you would like in your Android device. And we're going to be coming to this CoolROMs link. I'll be leaving a link to this in the description down below, and we're going to be downloading our PlayStation BIOS. From this point, all you need to do is scroll down, look for the download now button, and simply download your BIOS files. And once you have your BIOS files downloaded, we're going to be locating to them with ZArchiver. In this case, I have them in my BIOS file right here. You can see my SCPH1001. What we're going to be doing is clicking and holding in ZArchiver. We're going to be clicking copy, and then you're going to be locating to your RetroArch folder. In this case, I'm just inside my RetroArch folder right now. It's then inside my system, and then I can simply paste my BIOS file here by clicking the paste button on the bottom right, and then my BIOS file will be pasted. Now from this point, we're almost ready with our BIOS file. We are actually going to have to rename it to the format that RetroArch needs for our PlayStation BIOS. To do this, what we're going to be is clicking and holding. We're going to be clicking the rename option, and we're going to be changing the 10 at the very start to 55. So our BIOS file should be named SCPH5501. Click OK, and then your BIOS file will be set up and ready to go. From this point, we're going to be backing out of here. We're going to be going back to ZArchiver, and then we're going to be ready to load up our content. Once ZArchiver is opened up, we're going to be clicking on load content, and we're going to be locating to where your games are downloaded. In this case, I'm in my PlayStation folder right here. You're going to be looking for the .q file. Click that open. In this case, if you have multiple cores that can read .q files, you will have to select the core again. In this case, I'm going to be choosing my Sony PlayStation PlayStation Core. And in this case, as long as you have everything in the right locations, everything should load up from this point and your PlayStation 1 game should start loading. Now I will mention, depending on your phone's processing power, you may have some lag spikes or not. In this case, I'm running a Snapdragon 855 Plus on my OnePlus 7T, so I have no issues running the simulator at all. Everything runs at full speed and works really well. So depending on the phone you have and depending on the core and the game you're trying to play, you may have some issues, so just keep that in mind. If you're on lower end hardware, it might be a bit laggy compared to other phones. Now one last thing I would recommend doing is connecting this up to a controller. I'm not going to be showing you in today's video how to set up a controller with RetroArch, as I do have a previous video that I'll be leaving a card on screen and a link in the description down below. I'd really recommend doing this. It makes the whole experience a lot better, and running games is way more fun with that. Anyway guys, it's as easy as that to play PlayStation 1 games on your Android device. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on the channel. I'm going to be leaving a link down below to my PayPal if you found these videos helpful and you want to support me. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.